It's Historfication drama. Cessation.
Originally uninhabited by humans, the island of Grand Cayman was first sighted in 1503 by Columbus. He named the island Las Tortugas for the large amount of sea turtles in its shallow waters and on the many shores. Due to the ease at which these animals were accessible, they were easily picked off one after the other by the sailors and soon disappeared. A few years later, the name Camanas was being used by the locals because of a marine crocodile that lived on the island. Unfortunately, the Camanas were delicious and were said to have mystical healing powers, and so the locals ate every last one. But the islanders retained the name of Cayman, so to this day those poor crocodiles are not forgotten. Oops. And so goes the story of Grand Cayman.
It's Historfication drama. Cessation.
For hundreds of years, Puerto Ricans successfully repelled attacks from a variety of foes. First by the French, who lost. Then the British attacked and succeeded. But then they all died of dysentery. Following the British, the Dutch attacked and lost. The British had another go in 1797. The outnumbered Puerto Ricans prepared for defeat by organizing a surrender party to meet the invading army. With white flags and torches to light the way, the party made their way toward the beach. When the British saw the lights approaching on the horizon, they mistook the surrender party for an army of reinforcements, and thus the British retreated screaming like little girls. In 1898, however, the luck of the Puerto Ricans ran out when the United States Army launched a successful campaign making Puerto Rico part of the USA. And so goes the story of Puerto Rico.
It's Historfication drama. Cessation.
In 1657, the Dutch West India Company established a post on St. Thomas. This started a series of battles lasting 2 decades between the Dutch and the local pirates that were using the many harbors to smuggle their goods. Initially, the Dutch used convicted murderers, liars, and thieves to settle the island. This did not work out too well, as these convicts ended up joining the pirates due to their special skills. This caused the Danish to rethink their colonization strategy, and they settled the island with much nicer people. The Danish officially conquered the island in 1666. Along with St. John and St. Croix, these islands then became known as the Danish West Indies. The islands were then sold to the United States in 1917. And thus became the U.S. Virgin Islands. And so goes the story of St. Thomas.
It's Historfication drama. Cessation.
Legend has it that the Bahamas were first settled by pirates, the most notorious of which was Edward Teach, who was most widely known as the dreaded Blackbeard. He was a fearsome sight, often decorating his appearance with burning materials to surround his head with smoke, to make him appear a most fearsome sight. Blackbeard looted cargo ships and held hostages for ransom. One day, when Blackbeard boarded a ship to loot, he was ambushed by British soldiers lying in wait. There was a fearsome battle, and it ended with Blackbeard losing his head. Blackbeard's body was thrown overboard, and it is said that it swam around the vessel several times before joining J.B. Jones' locker. And so goes the story of the Bahamas.
It's Historfication drama. Tisation.
Legend has it that the division of the island between the Dutch and the French was decided by a contest. In the beginning, the Dutchmen drank gin and the Frenchmen drank wine. When they had drunk their fill, they began walking around the island. Starting at Oyster Pond on the east coast, the Frenchmen headed north, while the Dutchmen headed south. And where the two met up again would be where the dividing line was drawn from Oyster Pond. The Dutchman stopped to sleep off the effects of the gin, however, which is why the Frenchman was able to cover more ground and claim more of the island. And so goes the story of the division of St. Martin.